EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's an NFC West battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. For the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz flush to his right. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's got his target. It's caught. And he'll go out near midfield at the 39. Not good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room.
It's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Boyd. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Auschko with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First carry now. This is Johnson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats. Throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. They'll drop these underneath to Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
To Todd Gurley.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Rams' 47-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Gain of 14.
How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
He was brought down.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The kick.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. To throw, Kaepernick. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
But once you get down deep in the red zone, Colin Kaepernick, you know that he is a threat to call his own number, and he did so there for the touchdown run.
And, partner, that's what makes defending him so difficult, because defensively, you've got so many things you've got to be concerned about. Here, he decides that keeping it is the best option. He's able to stick it in the end zone.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
First and 10, it's Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Made by Robert Quinn.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Wentz eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
It's big Trey Flowers getting in there that time for the sack.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean, they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
They're going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Allen, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. Complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Kaepernick. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. Well, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Rams 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
This is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. On 1st down, Dobbins. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Now Wentz. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A first run for the backup of Newland. And they'll get him down right around the 16. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. He might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
41-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Taken from about the 12. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
On first down, Kaepernick. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. To throw, it's Kaepernick. His throw incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Coverage defensively by Jeff Okuda.
Now Kaepernick. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Kaepernick now on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Kaepernick will try again on second down. And that is incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And it's third down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Gurley. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. Flushed out right. Uncorks one for Davis. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Corey Davis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Is good. Rams 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Gain at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before.
He's got a man, complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz, escaping the pressure right. Oh, Wentz is intercepted Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And his time has run out on this first half. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now it's Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 50-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. From midfield, here's Kaepernick. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's third down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Kaepernick. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Harold Landry, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The Seahawks send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Their own 15-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what did the...
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, LA. J.K. Dobbins, 85 yards. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Taken from about the 12. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Kaepernick now to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line.
Complete.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
17 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
Here's Kaepernick. The left side caught by Diggs. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on second down. And that is incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Kaepernick again. Flush to his right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 24. Again, it's Kaepernick. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. And the Rams have got it back. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts off.
And it's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 33 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Now Dobbins. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2. On the
Wentz.
22-yard line.
Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. Just a pickup of a yard there. That won't help too much. They're left with a 3rd and forever now.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line, because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief, that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. And he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Seattle. Stephon Diggs. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Rams 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. The decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Throwing now is Wentz. That's complete left side to Shepard. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st and 10 at the
from midfield. Here's Wentz. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Wentz now on 1st down. Flushed out right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his crew will take over the football at the 35-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Kaepernick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
complete to
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
and it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And he's able to find Diggs. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Kaepernick to throw again. They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.